This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe, exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander. This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe, exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander.
Welcome to Imperfect TV, where we embrace the messy, the real, and the beautifully unfinished. I'm Jemma Blythe, and this is your Monday morning guided journaling session, your space to breathe, reset, and begin the week with intention. Mondays can feel overwhelming, but they also hold a quiet power, a fresh start, a chance to realign with what truly matters. So, before the emails, the to-do lists, and the noise of the day take over, let's pause together. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's start this morning by checking in with ourselves. You don't have to get it perfect. Just honest. Let your thoughts flow without judgment. This is your time, your space, your moment to be fully present with yourself. So grab your journal, settle in, and let's write. I'll be here with you, guiding you along the way. Because growth isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even on the messy Mondays. Let's begin. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Now, this isn't the normal Monday morning journaling session. This is a Tuesday evening journaling session, just showing you that you can journal at whatever time you choose. So, today we're focusing on self forgiveness and the journey that that brings with it. Sometimes that may take longer for some, that may take shorter time for others. But this is a reminder that healing is not linear. It can take however long or however short it takes, with as many bumps and glides in the road as you wish. So, without further ado, as everything is imperfect around here, then we will get started, shall we? So, as I've already mentioned, self forgiveness takes whatever time it takes. There is no time limit. So, firstly, it seems only right to think about what self forgiveness means to you. How do you envision it looking in your life? Do you imagine feeling lighter, freer, with more opportunities to explore, more things to look for in your life? What does it look like to you? That's what's interesting here, because self-forgiveness can look like so many different things to everybody, whether you've been through trauma or you haven't. It's about embracing the messy. So, as you think about self-forgiveness during this, think about what it means to you and almost create a vision in your head of what it would look like in your life, or what you would like it to look like in your life. So, as usual, I will play you a short video just to get you journaling and thinking about all those different things. And then we'll come back for a reflection on that. So, enjoy and just let your mind wander freely. So let's think then, what did you get for what self-reflection means to you? Because self-reflection and self-forgiveness can mean so many different things to so many different people. So does it mean that you accepted that you did what you could at the time? That you let go of the guilt and the shame? And how does the idea of forgiving yourself feel? And what does it look like in your everyday life? So, how does it affect you from morning to night and the middle of the day? So, later on, when you come back to this, I want you to write about the inner shifts that you feel and imagine experiencing if you were to fully forgive yourself for everything that you blame yourself for. Because I can't count how many times I have done these, and I have sat here and said right at this very spot, none of it is your fault. None of it at all is your fault. So, hang on. Bit of interference my end. Oh, something new's coming, guys. Welcome to today's hashtag UK Live with me, Jemma Blythe. So, as we all know, Glastonbury Festival's been on with huge epic performances. So, it's taken over. It's trending everywhere. So, for the latest, check out social media because, hang on, where else would you go? Everything's on there at the moment, right? Huh? Wimbledon vibes. Everybody's getting their tennis rackets out and their little tennis balls again, and they're hitting them one to the other, and we're all sat over the screen doing this. Yay. So, strawberries and cream at the ready, celebrity sightings, posh picnics, sandwiches with the crust cut off. It's all back. Yay. And of course, none of this exists at any other time at all in the UK right here. Of course it doesn't. So, Japanese sweet treats are trending in the UK because why wouldn't they? Because no other sweet treats exist over here, isn't that right? Huh? Cadbury's, what the hell is that? Instead, we've got mochi ice cream, matcha lattes, strawberry sandos, and they're the current dessert obsessions. Might have to think about getting me some of those. And then, of course, we've got Bridgerton coming back again, where everybody thinks that everybody in the UK speaks posh, nobody swears, everybody's walking around like this, looking down at everybody else. Nah, whatever. And then, of course, we've got Y2K festival fashion. What even is that? Does it even exist? Apparently, cargo pants, butterfly clips, metallic crop tops, and mini sunglasses are the next best thing. Who knew? So it's trending hard again thanks to summer festivals and TikTok challenges. Great. Well, I've always worn cargo pants, so that says a lot about me, doesn't it? So anyway, that's all for hashtag UK Live today. Please make sure you join me again for the next one very soon. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So, on to the next journaling prompt. We have, what are the specific things you blame yourself for, and how do they continue to affect you emotionally and mentally? Now, these are the things that we sometimes forget to even look for. And sometimes it takes you sitting back and kind of analyzing yourself at where you hold yourself back to really understand the specific things that you blame yourself for. And those can be choices, it can be situations that people have been involved in. And it's how you hold yourself accountable that makes the difference. So I'm going to play a very short video while you mull that over, and then we'll come back and share some more reflections together. Don't worry, I'm not like transforming into a random news reporter again. Okay. See you in a minute. Make sure that you journal these points now. Really important. Okay. Self-blame moments can show up randomly through many different points in your everyday life. So whether that's they come up in your thoughts, feelings, behavior. So how does carrying that guilt or shame affect you emotionally, mentally, or even physically? Because as we know, trauma can manifest in headaches, jaw aches, shoulder tension, muscle pain, back pain. It can manifest in all those different places, and your gut can even be affected as well. So, as you move forward, really try and get to the root of how that affects you and how it continues to affect you emotionally and mentally, because so many different things can be affected. So many. So that brings us on to journaling prompt number 3, which is: what would you change in your life if you could fully release self-blame and replace it with compassion and understanding? Now, this comes down to what self-compassion looks like for you and what self-understanding looks like for you. So, what are the changes that you would like to experience if you stopped blaming yourself for the trauma or its aftermath? Would you feel freer, lighter, or more at peace with yourself? So, I want you to almost close your eyes before you write this and see how you imagine yourself in your mind's eye. What do you imagine yourself doing when you let go of the self blame and replace it with compassion and the understanding? Are you taking more opportunities? Are you taking more risks? Are you stepping forward and reaching out to others that have been in the same position as you? Or are you taking a step back to maybe realize what it would look like to show yourself that same kindness and yourself that same compassion? So, journal some points down while I play this, and then we'll come back. And again, I'll share some more reflections with you. Okay. Okay. So what did you get for that? I'm curious because it's strange how even embracing that can introduce a shift in your relationships as well, making you closer with the people around you. And maybe sometimes because you're kinder to yourself, you find the barriers that you once had up that were like head height are now right down here at ground level, which then allows other people to feel like they can come and talk to you, to feel like they can come and approach you. So that's an interesting shift about treating yourself with that self-compassion and kindness and understanding. And it also allows there to be a shift in the dynamics around you as well. Maybe you'll feel lighter and brighter about doing your work, about attending classes, about doing more research on topics that interest you. And maybe you feel as though you can reach out a little bit and be more yourself, being more authentic and truthful, not only to yourself, but to the people around you, the people who deserve to know the real you. And allowing room for healing, growth, and joy all at the same time. So, in conjunction with that, we have the last journaling prompt. But before that, here's a message from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Imperfectly, we grow step by step. We let the pain go. In this space, we heal. You know, it's all about the journey, not the show. Living imperfectly, perfect. It's true. We rise on our struggles, break through. Together, we'll find something brand new. 'Cause living imperfect is what we do.
This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe. Exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander. This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe, exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander.
The journey, not the show. Living imperfectly perfect. It's true. We rise on our struggles, break through. Together we'll find something brand new. 'Cause living imperfect is what we do. Imperfectly perfect. Let's go.
And we're back. Welcome back to your journaling live session. So, before the break, I left you with point number 3 and the reflections from that. So, now we'll move on to journaling point 4. So, what steps can you take towards self forgiveness? And how can you remind yourself that healing involves learning to be gentle with your past? Now, there's so many different aspects to this. Okay. Journaling can help you absolutely massively. Okay. So, taking steps towards self forgiveness, we've already written in journaling prompt 3 what your life would look like if you could fully release self blame and replace it with compassion and understanding. So, now let's consider the practical steps that you could take to begin the process of self forgiveness. So perhaps it's reminding yourself daily that you are not responsible for what happened, because absolutely you're not. Or maybe it's challenging the negative thoughts and confronting them for what they are. Or maybe it's offering yourself kindness and writing a letter of forgiveness to yourself. So just take over a minute while I play this video to get to the root of the things you could do right now, right this very second, to help begin the journey of self forgiveness. And don't forget that there is a journaling page down in the comments that's for sale on Fourth Wall right now to help you with this. So take a few moments, get the journaling page, and just write down some practical steps that you can take right now. Get excited about your healing. Take control. Okay. So what did you come up with? There are also some small actions that you can take to gently release the blame that you carry, and how you can remind yourself that involves showing grace towards your history. Try reminding yourself that it happened, and as if many other things do, they happen for a reason. They happen to educate, to remind us how strong and resilient you are. We are together. They remind us that community is around us. They remind us that the right people will always be there for us, at the other end of a phone or a message. Whether that's putting one foot in front of the other and realizing that you're not your past does not define you. Your past makes you who you are, with some quirky differences, but it makes you. So take the time today, tomorrow, over the weekend, whenever that may be, but take the time to come back to all of these journaling prompts, all about your self-forgiveness journey, and check out the journaling page available as a companion on Fourth Wall right now for this episode, this very episode. So we've covered what forgiving yourself could mean to you, what specific things you blame yourself for, what would change in your life if you let go of self-blame, and the steps that you can take right now towards self-forgiveness. And not forgetting #UK Live News. So thank you so much for joining me here today. And I will see you again very soon on Monday with the next one. Thank you, as always, for joining me, and thank yourself for taking the time out to be right back. Journal.
Imperfectly, perfectly, we grow step by step. We let the pain go. In this space we heal, you know it's journey, not the show. Living imperfectly perfect, it's true. We rise on our struggles, break through. Together we'll find something brand new. 'Cause living imperfect is what we do.
This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe. Exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander. This is the United Kingdom, but not the one in your guidebook. I'm Jemma Blythe, and I'm exploring the UK in all its bold, weird, breathtaking glory. From hidden history to indie art scenes, cream teas to coastal hikes, this is the real journey. Honest, imperfect, unforgettable. It's not about checking boxes, it's about finding stories, one corner at a time. Life with Jemma Blythe. Exploring the UK. New episodes every week. Subscribe and come wander.